Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a hump day. We made it to hump day. We're getting closer and closer to Friday and Saturday with the college football playoff. You know we're going to be breaking down some more games a little more in depth today as we inch closer, as we're thinking about our bets. I am fired up for a little college football, and we got two games today. Not that they're amazing, but it's football. 4:30 today on ESPN. You have Western Kentucky and James Madison. James Madison, 7.5 point favorite, total 49.5. And then at 8 o'clock, California, good defense, started off pretty hot this year. Beat Auburn, remember? Plays UNLV, pretty damn good offense. Let's go, the Fighting Barry Odoms. UNLV, 3-point favorite, total 46.5. So we got a little bit of football, a lot of college football to talk about. We're going to be ranking basically today, like, units. I got to talk about the quarterbacks. Which quarterbacks do you trust? Who are some of the sneaky quarterbacks that could be the best of the best? Who do you not trust? We're going to talk, of course, about QBs, coaches, running backs, linebackers, defensive fronts. We're going to break down some college football. We got four huge games. Speaking of huge in college football, help me out, people. If the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line, life's too short for ordinary jewelry, 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. Herschel Walker. Bad mamma jamma with Georgia. Is this a good sign for the Georgia Bulldogs that Herschel Walker has been named ambassador to the Bahamas? Which, by the way, sounds like one hell of a gig. I'm the ambassador to the Bahamas. Yeah. But we also got to talk about Georgia's quarterback situation. So we got a lot of college football to break down. Speaking of college football, Memphis won last night, 11th win under Ryan Silverfield, 42-37. They didn't cover. I know my man, former producer Jay Morgan, yesterday morning was liking West Virginia in the points. And I'm like...
No, John. No, John, he didn't like the points. He liked the value of the money line.
Oh, so he lost?
Yeah.
That's kind of comical.
Yeah, but so it was more of a value play. He didn't really care about... He didn't think West Virginia was a better team than Memphis.
But it was only plus 180 to 200.
Huh?
It was only plus 180 to 200 for 6.5 points.
Right, but when you're talking about a team that opened up as favorites, when that swings that much and it's starting to move back down, there's value in that.
I see what you're saying on that aspect, and I know there was an opportunity last night until little homie threw an interception because
an opportunity after that, though, almost.
When they missed the 50-yard field goal and it just went right, he had plenty of leg, just, pushed it to the right. When they missed that and opened up the door for West Virginia, I was thinking to myself, damn it, they're going to walk through this bad boy. But Memphis' defense got a big interception, held on 42-37, and the Tigers probably going to be ranked in the top 25 to finish the season, 11 wins. You got to say, damn good year. Just kind of like, you think you will constantly think about the what ifs with this team. And I'm not saying necessarily that they make the college football playoff if they go undefeated. It's not just that, but could you imagine undefeated season in the bowl game they would have gotten instead of playing in the Frisco? The Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl at a soccer stadium.
Top 3 bowl logo, though.
The coffee bath is disgusting.
Better than a mayonnaise bath.
Oh, gosh, yes. That don't even get me talking about that. That would make me sick to my stomach. But yeah, great season for the Tigers. But you're going to constantly think about the what ifs and how close. Because man, how nice would it have been even if they didn't get into like the college football playoff, but to finally have won the American under Ryan Silverfield, played in that that championship game. The University of Texas San Antonio one hurts, and so does that Navy one. They just kind of still sting. But beautiful season to the Memphis Tigers. Thanks for a fun season and a big win, I guess, in the bowl game. Yada, yada, yada. Let's go, Tigers. Speaking of let's go, Tigers. My favorite Tiger team since a long time ago plays tonight. You got Memphis You got Virginia 6 o'clock on the Deuce. Not like number 2 toilet style. I'm talking about ESPN, the Deuce. Tigers in Virginia, and you know how much I love this team. You got a country star and Colby Rogers, who I swear is just a marksman. Comes in off the screen, sets his feet at that three-pointer and 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and then bing, bang, boom, pure. Tyrese Hunter, who just has more dog than him than anybody else, and was making it rain from downtown. I mean, we got 2 dudes shooting over 40% from the three-point line.
Tyrese Hunter, number 9 in the country in three-point shooting.
Yeah, baby, he's banging them, and he shoots a lot of them.
He's 3rd in percentage plus attempts.
Main. I love those 2 guys. I like him even a little bit more. And then we know PJ Haggerty, not need size show Bob, gets to the line. And he also he runs the offense extremely well. You can't say much more than damn surprised that Danger, watch yourself. Dane Danger coming in from Illinois. I did not think his style of play would necessarily work with this team, but man, it does. Made those big free throws on the road at Clemson. Got the little bunny in the layup there going late. Tyrese Hunter with the big steal down the stretch. PJ Haggerty getting to the line. Colby Rogers hitting the 3. When they were down like 220 by 6. And then again, with like a minute and it was just a crazy back and forth. When Zachary hit that three-pointer for Clemson, I was like, night. And then Colby Rogers came back and answered. And then it was Tigers' defense that forced the stop. Mad respect to the Tigers getting that big win. They're 21st in the country, but they are on the road. Cavaliers, when you look at their record, it looks terrible. They're 6-4. But they are 5-0 at home. But right now, Memphis is only a 4.5-point favorite in this one. And this is a Virginia team that does not score a lot of points. You know how Virginia plays. Slow and methodical. And you got Memphis, man, who's, scoring almost 82 points a game. Shooting 47% from the field. Tigers, man, I just don't do a little look pass like you did against Arkansas State, and I think everything's going to be great. Now, Virginia has played like they went on the road to play Florida. They played some tough teams. But again, they just don't score much. If the Tigers play the style of defense that they've been playing all season, and again, this team I feel like can beat you in multiple ways and play different style of teams because they all play together. They communicate. By far, out of all the teams Penny's had, this team feels like a team. Not like a NIL team like they kind of feel today where it's just kind of hodgepodge, pulled together, and then hopefully you catch fire. This feels like a team that's been together. They play for each other. They play hard. Memphis minus 4.5. I feel good about it. I hate betting on the Tigers, though, because it's too emotional, and I'm not going to pull the trigger because I just can't. I'm already a freak when I'm watching them anyway. But I do like them tonight. And you get past the Cavaliers on the road, another road win, that would be huge. And then everything, falls into place, man. The 2 SEC beasts that you're going to have to face because the SEC looks nasty. One thing, though, how bad's the injury to Johnny Broome over at Auburn? Because without Johnny Broome, man, Bruce Pearl and that Tigers team that I think is right there is possibly the best team in the country falls for me and falls pretty far. Not like all the way out, but I'm just like, damn. Like, for him, you need that man if you want a natty. But the Tigers get Mississippi State on the 21st. It's 11:30 tip. And it's going to be on CBS. Then Ole Miss comes to town on the 28th. And remember, Penny's been like I don't know if Darian remembers because he's been to Disney World. But I was sitting there freaking out after they came back from Maui and they didn't even have 5,000 people in the stands. Like, it felt like in an empty arena after a team that just went and beat UConn, Michigan State, and fought their little ass off against the Auburn Tigers, who might be the best team in the country. And then Penny, you heard of Brookhaven. He's calling everybody to get out there and support this team. And this, I hate to say it for y'all, through the holidays, the 21st to the 28th are the best 2 games they got left, the best 2 home games they got left on their schedule. No disrespect means disrespect to the American. But, you know, like having Tulsa and Temple and Rice at your crib this year, just not like games that you're just going to be like super stoked. But still, go support the kids, the boys, because I like this team, man. And if we want to go somewhere, we got to have support for the Tigers' big game tonight. Now, a lot of different news out there in the world, obviously, and some of the interesting news is Darian, you weren't here yesterday, but one of my first rants was, how bad does Michael Penix have to look in practice to not be starting over Kirk Cousins? Because Kirk Cousins leads the league in interceptions. He's got 16 interceptions, 2 fumbles, 18 turnovers on the season. And in his last 5 games, he threw his first touchdown against the Raiders. Now he has 1 touchdown to 9 interceptions in the last 5 games. That's terrible. Now, do I know because I know that they gave $100 fully million guaranteed dollars to him? Absolutely. And, man, money means you're starting because that's big, big bucks. But when you look so lost and you're hurting your team in one of the most mediocre divisions in all of sports, the NFC South. By the way, didn't they beat the Bucs twice? So if they tie the Bucs, they get the tiebreaker, and they're going to have a home playoff game.
You are correct, sir.
I mean, like, this is a pathetic division. And the Falcons are only 1 game behind the Tampa Bay Bucs, and guess what the Falcons have? The weakest schedule I've ever seen. They get the Giants this week at the crib. Then they do go face the Commanders, but it's not like the Commanders are like the most dominant damn team we've ever seen. Yeah, I love me some Jane Daniels and Scary Terry. And there's a lot of pieces that I enjoy. But again, it's still the Commanders. The reason they were able to draft Jaden Daniels last year is because they were terrible. And then you close out with the Panthers at your crib. You should actually minimum 2-1, but you know, go 3-0, and you got to feel like the Bucs, who I've been like kind of really high on lately, because Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans have been just like linking up and just being nasty. And Baker's got that little chip on his little shoulder, and I'm not saying that the Bucs schedule is all that hard, but they do go on the road against the Cowboys, who did beat up on the Panthers last week. Then they get the same Panthers at their crib. And then they close it off with the Saints, who are terrible. So you got to go 3-1 and hope that the Bucs stub their toe. I don't know if they will, but you know what? Like, why couldn't you just at least try Michael Penix, unless he looked terrible in practice? Because that's what I don't understand. What took so long for Raheem Morris?
Well, I can tell you, because that was one of my sleeper teams, and I'm kind of disappointed now. So, just looking at the entirety of the season, it was the whole experience factor. There was a veteran. The money came into play, just like
money
you said.
Came into play. And by the way, I want you to think about this stupid franchise, the Falcons, by giving him a $100 fully million guarantee.
They had to, Joe.
$180 million 4-year contract. If they do get rid of him, they will take a $65 million dead cap hit next season, and that is just terrible for a franchise that cannot get out of its own damn way. Like, Falcons going to Falcon.
What's wrong with having him, anointing Penix, but saying, hey, you're the backup, even though the money is there? He has the yips.
I'm glad that he does. He has the yips. He's not confident. He wish he had the damn ball on a string so he could pull it back half the time he throws it. And again, this is a quarterback who's always been in timing, in rhythm, great at play action, gets the ball out of his hands. We saw what he did in Minnesota, which, by the way, is not much. By the way, do you know that Kirk Cousins is going to make $300 million and only has 1 playoff win in his career, which is like makes me think to myself, damn. Because you got to remember, he was drafted by the Commanders, who that same year also drafted RG3. RG3 shreds his knee.
Haloti Ngata.
They go crazy with Kirk Cousins. They don't trust him, and all of a sudden,
Franchise.
Let me tell you how I work, man.
That's how he did it. It was the LeBron thing, man. You remember those contracts LeBron used to sign at his apex? The 1+1 is like, give me 100 million and do me right, otherwise I bounce. Like that's all he did, and he got paid, baby.
But the Falcons, man, like to have Michael Penix there, like, and again, to look at some of the things that the rookie class has done. I'm not sitting there saying that if Kirk Cousins looked like last year's Kirk Cousins before the Achilles injury, Kirk Cousins is the starting quarterback of this team. Duh, no questions asked.
And he did the first 5 games, but
he looked. He was
good the first 5. The first 5.
I mean, first man. I kind of disagree a little bit.
I think he had like a 96 QBR. He was, flinging the ball around, looking good, but, wheels fell off. Got the yips, man.
Man.
It's time, though. If I'm a Falcon fan, John, I'm not upset at all. It's time. You got me 1 game out. All we need is the Buccaneers to turn into the Yuccaneers, as they do. Penix, go and give us, a jolt of energy. You got London, you got Pitts, you got Bijan, give me some Bijan Mayo.
Man,
I'm happy.
Let me tell you something about the Falcons. It's kind of crazy how, Kyle Pitts, I believe, is like the highest drafted tight end in like NFL history, I believe. The 4th overall pick, right?
Ooh, is that history?
I'm pretty sure he might be like, at least in the modern era of football, I've never seen a tight end go as high as my man Kyle Pitts did. I mean, he was the 4th overall pick by the Falcons. They have not gotten jack out of him. He uber athletic. I don't know if they just don't.
You are astute, sir. Look
Is it right?
at
Am I
you.
right?
Florida Gators, highest drafted tight end of all time.
I mean, damn, dude. I mean, he's a monster. He's 6'6", 250 and can run like straight line fast as Cooter Brown. But the problem is my man can't like stop and cut, and he has straight line speed. Run routes that are good for him that will still allow him to utilize his size and his speed, and quit trying to put him in the whole square peg round hole situation. They haven't got that figured out. And again, Drake London, you feel like he's going to be a beast one day, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's trajecting up big time.
It's to me, it's just weird how Atlanta can't get out of their own way. But
Dude,
hey, man,
I'm
it's
fine
actually
with
not
them.
weird. It's Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm fine with the situation. Now, like I said, general manager, I don't take that cap hit. I keep the very best backup.
Let me
in the
just tell
world.
you something right now.
I don't cut him, Joe. I give the keys to Penix and I say, hey, it is what it is.
Here's the situation, in my opinion. This is either the beginning of the Penix era,
Has to be.
and he starts off and goes really, really well, or it's the end of GM Terry Fontenot's career. It's one or the other, man. Because, man, you can't like the last couple years, the Desmond Ritter, the Arthur Smith, and now Raheem Morris, the now Kirk Cousins contract, drafting Michael Penix, same draft. I'm telling you right now, Falcons fans are going to turn on, like he's going to be called Scary Terry, and not for the right reasons.
You're talking 0-3 though.
Man, I'm talking about whiffing on all of
Yeah,
that.
if you go 0-3, I see what you're saying. But if Penix give you any kind of hope, dude, you mail it in. Even if you don't make the wild card, you say, hey, we got our quarterback next year. The question is, what do you do with that?
I just
big money guy?
for me, it's simple like this. How in the hell was he not starting against the Raiders last week? You go 4 straight games, 0 touchdown passes, and 9 interceptions. I don't know if you know this, man. I'm pulling your ass. Like, I have a job, too. My kids want to eat. My job is not to cater to the general manager who paid this idiot a whole bunch of money coming off an Achilles injury, and he's old. And he's also not the one who drafted Michael Penix. So you got to go out there with what you got and get your best on the field because you got to win games. Remember, Raheem Morris, he's already been like that interim head coach. He's had a taste of it. You didn't know if you're going to get it back. And now that he's got that opportunity, you better win football games. Period.
I feel you.
Speaking of, by the way, the Atlanta Falcons, some news about Mike Vick, their former quarterback. Got a question for you.
Shoot. I love Atlanta, by the way.
I bet you do.
I just saw Usher there, man. It was beautiful.
Did you? By the way, be careful seeing Usher. I don't know if you know this. He's he's giving a lot of girls herp.
Cherries.
He's giving them herps, man. Like, remember? Yeah, bro. Like, not the whole gash, but he did. He's been sued a couple times for giving girls herpes, and like that's why I just think he's like nasty. Like, I saw the funniest meme. Oh, don't even get me started on the herpes. Everybody, I'm going to change subjects.
Please.
But yeah, all I could think about every time I see Usher and he's like doing his little dance and like singing and stuff, I'm like, man, boys out there, like, all them girls dancing with Usher, man, they playing roulette, brother.
You are nuts.
Do you think they have like a dating app just for like the herpes positive people in the world?
I'm pretty sure they do.
I was going to say we could invent it because, I mean, again, you don't want to like, how would you like to, how would you have that conversation? Yes, I've had a lovely time over the last couple of weeks. I'd like to take our relationship to the next level. I know I've been a little cold in the bedroom. It's because if you get in the bedroom with me, you're going to be hot once a month. A little burning sensation. I got, the herp. Like, I don't think I couldn't handle it. I'd lose my mind. I'd be like, I'd have a panic attack.
Panic attack.
I don't think I could eat enough edibles or smoke the biggest joint, whatever, in the whole wide world to be able to have that conversation.
I got the theme music for you, Al.
What is it?
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drives a girl wild.
Oh, man.
That's
I'll
your
try
theme
it.
song for your app.
I like it. Come on now. Don't worry, everybody here's on fire. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't help myself sometimes. A little ADD action going on. But again, we got Tiger basketball tonight. Tigers got a big win last night in the football action. They won their bowl, 11th win of the season. Didn't cover the spread, but damn it, held on to the game. We got 2 bowl games today, and we haven't even discussed the NBA. There was a title, man. A team's going to raise a banner, and we got an MVP. And I don't know if you know this. Under's been rolling in the cup. Why? It's the same reason I always say the regular season does not start. Like the NBA does not start till Christmas Day. Because after Christmas Day or on Christmas Day, the teams that are playing, and after that, they actually are now stretch their legs out, and they actually start playing a little defense. Like during the beginning of the year, it's like a layup line, 3-point contest. There's not any defense. We see games 147, 138. I mean, heck, the Nuggets total just the other night in a regular game, I think it was against the Kings. Man, at one point that thing had shot up to like 263. Like, damn. But then you've got a couple games that didn't break 200. I keep saying, man, I keep dropping that like, 200. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. 100 per.
100 per.
Less than.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I'm with you. I'm back, baby. I'm with you.
But what I'm basically like getting at is when these teams want to play defense, it is a totally different. When they care about winning, it is totally different. Right now, NBA ratings issues, people are talking about how to fix them. I was listening to Nick Wright. He had a bunch of solutions, blah, 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 blah. Oh, there's not enough dunking. Oh, there's too much three-point shoot, blah, 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 blah. No. It's just you can tell as a patron and a fan of sports that they aren't playing hard. There's no defense. It's like stat padding. It's like, yo, what are you doing tonight? We going to the strip club? We going to East State, man? Where we going to do? How you doing, man? Oh, good to see you. Love you.
Exchange these jerseys with you and all
No,
that.
man.
Yeah.
I need to have as much passion as Aaron Rodgers and Ryan Clark and Pat McAfee have going against each other about like calling each other BS and frauds and all that stuff. We'll talk about that during Hardenwood. But the NBA Cup does at least give you a view into what it's like coming up on Christmas Day. So get ready to take them unders. Telling you, cashing them checks. Speaking of bets, we'll give you our bets for today at the last segment of the day at 12:50. Hardenwood at 12:30. Jay Ham might stop in.
That'll work, baby.
It all depends on how his afternoon works out. He wanted to come in here and talk a little NBA Cup. We might get that at 12. And again, I got a lot of college football playoff. You know, I got to talk about these quarterbacks and these games and yada, 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 because I'm ready for the college football playoff to get here.
Shout out to you on the bets, too. Last night, you nailed the Florida,
Were you
North Carolina.
listening to me, homie?
Come on,
no,
dog.
Let me just tell you something.
Come on, you know I was listening to you.
The first half, I thought it was over. Like, I'm like, dude, we're destroying these boys.
Yeah.
And then they came out and went on like damn 9-0 run to start the damn second half, and I was hit in the face. Found Florida. Next thing you know, like 10 minutes left in the game, 6 minutes left in the game. Florida's down by like 2 points. Big homie goes in there and gets a terrible foul call, which helped the Florida Gators. He made his free throws. Thank you. But man, talk about covered that by the hair. The
Hey, you nailed it.
chinny chin chin. Hey, a dub's a dub.
Dub is a dub, sir.
We got to talk a little wrestling. We got Dustin Starr on the other side. Don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Stay tuned in. Real sports talk. Sports 56 and 95 FM.
Indulge yourself or your loved ones this season with a trip to Sissy's Log Cabin. Here, you can shop our expansive selection of designer brands, one-of-a-kind jewelry, and spectacular statement pieces, all while enjoying the Sissy's promise of unmatched quality, service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Stop by any location or shop online at sissyslogcabin.com to find your trusted jeweler for holiday memories that last a lifetime. Make a statement this season only at Sissy's Log Cabin.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
It's the Mitsubishi Motors year-end sales event, and that means get ready to save big at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Save big on 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid. We Gossett, $35,470 or $299 a month. 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, $27,870 or $399 a month. And 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander, $31,550 or just $499 a month. Plus, get peace of mind with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get to Gossett Mitsubishi Motors year-end sales event today for huge savings at 1870 Covington Pike and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Military rebate, loyalty rebate, trade assistance, PHEV, RZO 35,297, MSRP 47,470, both 72 months at 2.9%. Cross RZO 64,906, MSRP 31,370. Outlander RZO 71,12, MSRP 36,050. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
What a great time of year. Football, basketball, baseball, golf, and home sales. Home sales? This is Sheldon Rosengard from Marks Bensdorf Realtors. Why did I throw in home sales at this time of year? Because I have sold homes on the day before Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Day. Whether it's someone transferring in through a relocation network or someone just starting their home search, homes sell all year long, just like my golf game being banned all year long. I may be called Mr. Three-Putt, but at least I'm consistent. If you or someone you know is thinking of selling, make sure and talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers, but make sure I'm one of them. Find out how my highly successful strategic marketing program can get the winning score you need. Call me and find out why people often say when you want the job done, call Shell Done. 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. Go for that goal and call me. Shell Done at 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com.
Exercise. The exercise coach is ready for you. Strength training only takes 20 minutes twice a week with special computerized exercise equipment designed to maximize your workouts and minimize your time. An exercise coach gives you personal workouts by providing one-on-one with a trainer. Check out the exercise coach at exercisecoach.com/Lakeland or exercisecoach.com/Charlie. Sign up for exercise coach. Your age, injury, or knowledge.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again,
Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day. Tigers got a big dub last night. 11th win of the year, beating West Virginia. Tonight,
what bowl was it?
it was the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl in Texas. Tigers got a big dub against West Virginia. Now it's time for the Tigers to get a big dub tonight against Virginia. Let's slap the Cavaliers harder than we slap the Mountaineers. I'm ready for the pimp hand to come out. Tyrese Hunter, Knock Neep, Sideshow Bob, Country Star, Colby Rogers. A little danger. Watch yourself. They're going to go nuts tonight.
Little danger. Watch yourself. First time I heard that one.
Danger. Watch yourself. Danger. Now it's time to also, though, we got to talk about what's going on in the world with the wrestling. Dustin Starr, his life, Grizzlies. What up, Dustin? How's life treating you on this hump day? It's a wet, nasty hump day, isn't it?
Man, but it's still awesome. I'm out and about. Me and Reese the Beast, we were invited to go check out the sold-out Madonna Learning Center Christmas play. So,
dude, tell my mom I said what up.
Bro, I've heard about it for years and years, and they kept telling me it's sold out, it's sold out. And, I'm never ahead of the game, I guess. So I told my buddy Brody and Mark, I was like, dude, I will sneak in there. I will sneak in.
Dude, my mom
G-Pack, brother.
is like the director of Madonna Learning Center. Hit me up, bro. I'll send you in there.
How did I not know this?
Man, because you never asked me about anything like that.
Oh, my gosh. We read for Read Across America. We go to Madonna Learning Center. We did a little private wrestling event there at Madonna. Man, I've hosted their fashion show. I think there was something I just put on the calendar for April. And there was another one that we have a Grizz game on the same day, and I'm like, man, I would really love to come and do that with you guys, but we have, the Grizz game or whatever. So, yeah, we've been hanging out over there for years, but this is my first time checking out the Christmas play, and Reese loved it. I loved it.
It was awesome.
Had some singing and dancing and some funny parts, too. So, like I said, I don't know if there's any tickets, but and I'm not getting paid to plug this or anything, but it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun.
Thank you. And by the way, they have those, what is it, toffee bars or whatever around with the kids kick up. All the kids make the food and all that stuff.
Yeah, they have their own brand now. It's like it's like toffee or something. It's
Adult
delicious.
Program Director is her title. I had to look it up because I was like, man, I don't know what the hell to call her. I know Kate McDonald's the principal. Kay Harden's the Adult Program Director.
Okay. I'll have to put two and two together the next time I'm there and say hello. She probably hasn't come up and approached me because, might be a little embarrassing saying, hey, I'm Johnny Radio's mom.
Trust me, I do know this. I do know. She'll be like, my son Clint is a firefighter in Germantown. My little baby son Blade, he's a, what do you call it, event coordinator, where you put on a big party and cake, have all the food come in, bartenders, all the people do it, put it up, bang, 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 take it down. I don't know. He does good. Does better than me probably. And then you have me, the dude who loves smoking junts and talking sports on the radio.
The famous radio host.
Yeah, I got a little bit more checker pass than the other ones though.
Oh my gosh, it's a ton of fun. Anytime we're doing anything with Madonna, I saw Madonna on the court. Almost said on the field, on the court at the Grizzlies game, doing their cheerleading and stuff, and then at AutoZone Park, they get around, man.
Oh, they're everywhere. They've been up here to watch me do my gig, man. They had fun.
I really want to do a special episode of Memphis Wrestling and have a special bell ringer and ring announcer and just do all that kind of stuff. I think it would fit in good with a fundraiser, and it would fit in just fine because, gosh, all our fundraisers are just fun stuff like fashion shows and Christmas plays and all sorts of stuff. So, anyway, it's just a ton of fun. That's what we've been doing this morning. We're going to go meet Maria and eat some Waffle House.
Dude, by the way, just a little sidebar on, I believe it's Waffle House. Did you hear about the Tennessee fan who had every single Waffle House in Ohio State playing Rocky Top at the same time?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Now, I don't know how you do things like that because I'm not that bright. but he's like a super fan. Give him credit. But could you imagine you're in Ohio in a Waffle House and, Tennessee's coming to town. You just lost to Michigan. Like your whole, like what else are you proud about living in Ohio? Sure as hell ain't the Browns.
I know this is a wrestling segment. We talk wrestling, so here's the segue: is Waffle House when you go in here, not only is it delicious food, especially if you've been drinking the night before or something like that, but then also you might see a professional wrestling match go down. You might see a street fight go down. I always hear the staff talking trash to each other while they're like cooking the food and stuff. It's always a good time.
Dude, now you got me wanting to head on to your Waffle House. Now, speaking of all this stuff, though, we've been just kind of talking some gibberish because I'm good at it, and I get off topic very quickly. But tell me what's been going on in your life. What's up with Memphis Wrestling?
Man, right now we are just getting the Wrestle Center prepared for 2025. I think that when the fans come back in 2025 for our January 5th episode or our TV taping, I want them to see it's a little bit different. Not like a drastic difference, but, some touch-up paint, maybe some new curtains, just trying to deck it out and keep it fresh because January 5th is going to be a big one. That's going to be for sure sold out. Violent J from the Insane Clown Posse is coming, and I know you know a thing about juggalos. These dudes right here, they come out and support. So, just kind of getting the Wrestle Center ready. And then episode milestone 200 is coming up this weekend on Memphis Wrestling, so getting ready for that. And then also a Grizz game tomorrow, and then I think we have a Grizz game the day before Christmas Eve. So not having to actually do live events as far as wrestling and stuff is a good little break. But, man, once we hit 2025, it is full speed ahead.
Insane Clown Posse, so we're going to have a lot of face paint on January 5th?
I hope so, and I hope we have a lot of Fago.
A lot of Fago.
We already sell Fago at the Wrestle Center, but I think Fago will be featured front and center on January the 5th. And if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, just Google ICP Fago. They literally have these Fago parties and just spray Fago all over the place during their concerts and stuff. Luckily, they won't be doing that here. They'll be doing more of just hopefully kicking somebody's butt with some Memphis wrestling.
Yeah, you got actually a busy schedule with a little bitty Grizzlies basketball because they got Golden State tomorrow.
That's going to be awesome. I always have to watch what pair of shoes that I wear when we play the Lakers, Golden State, and I think Indiana.
And you got the Clippers on the 23rd.
That'll be a good one. That'll be good. But I always have to watch that because if I wear my yellow shoes to match, the Grizz have this new yellow in their and red. The new red in the logo and stuff is really cool. So I always have to watch it so people don't think I'm wearing the yellow for the Warriors.
By the way, speaking of the Grizzlies, the in-house during halftime, the entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Like on Friday night, my man who was standing on all the stuff on that little bitty platform that could have fallen to his death.
Oh my
is that all we're hoping? I was thinking about his job. So his job basically is to go up there, do a death-defying act, and everybody basically hope that you fall and hurt yourself. Are people rooting for him to stay on there, or they were rooting for him to fall off? I was struggling with that on Friday.
Oh, man, that's weird that you said that. I think everybody was cheering for him to not fall. You were cheering for him to fall?
I just thought it would be the funny part of it. I mean,
oh my God,
that is hilarious. He did look kind of like an older, out of shape gymnast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
but
I
he
thought
tore
he
it up
close, dude. He was jacked. His arms were like
he was
trunks.
jacked. But I'm just saying he's definitely not. He ain't a spring chicken.
No. Rollabola is the actor you're talking about, and his son or their son is Alexander, and he's 7 years old. And I was just kind of watching him before he went out in front of everybody, while his dad was doing his performance, which is incredible. This balancing act where he keeps stacking brown things and then somehow balances himself up there. And so little Alexander was over there just stretching out his arms and his legs and just watching his dad. And I was just looking at this kid oh my gosh, he is looking up to his dad so much right now. And his dad is killing it. And then he goes out there at the end and does a little balancing act himself. And then, like you say, they jump off, do this big bow. So it was really cool, meeting them before. And, of course, they've been coming to the Grizz games for years. But this is, I think, maybe the first year that we really introduced Alexander as a part of the thing. But yeah, 7-year-old kid out there performing at halftime.
Yeah, that's.
It was
I
crazy.
thought it was impressive. No, I didn't want the kid to fall or anything. I was just saying, like at first, like I didn't know it, like because I was like, man, like because this, like I kept thinking he was going to fall. Man's on the very
We've
edge.
seen him fall. Hey, Red Panda, she dropped some bowls.
Red Panda
dropped
was my
bowls.
favorite act for some reason. I still.
Yeah, she dropped a couple of bowls, and we were like, whoa, that's how in the world did that happen? And there's a guy that brings out his dog, and he's going to kill me because I forgot his name. Scooby, something in Scooby.
Scooby
And
Dooby
he-
Doo.
Yeah, it's a little chihuahua, and he slam dunks the basketball. But there's an act before that where, and again, I'm sorry I forgot his name, but he like holds himself up with one arm and does these one-arm handstands on this stuff. It's really incredible, but he slipped. He slipped, and it like hit him right in the chest, like he fell. But then he got back up. Like some of these acts are so good, they have something for when they mess up. So like he looked at the crowd, and then they started cheering, and he was like asking them for the support, and they started getting with him, and then he did it again, and he nailed it, and they just went crazy. It was so good.
Well, if my man fell off that damn little platform he was on, that all silver platform, and he hit the hardwood, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better tell the paramedics to get out there with a quickness because that was gonna be a long fall. But
It was.
out of all the Grizzlies performances, we just talked about Red Panda. You've talked about a few of them. What's your all-time favorite?
Oh, Grizzlies, Grannies, and Grandpas.
Oh, they do
Not
the
even
little
close.
dancing. Yeah, they are dope. I gotta admit.
Not even close.
By the way, since I'm a
Even-
3-time grandpa, I could be the sexiest grandpa in that. Like, no offense to all y'all out there, but I got all of them men covered.
There's some Grannies and Grandpas that I go, oh, come on. And they're like, what? I'm like, oh, come on. You're not. You look like a Grizzlies mom, not a grandma or grandpa. You know what I mean? Like, they just look so much younger nowadays. And, of course, they'll tell me how old they are and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, my gosh, you guys look awesome. Regardless, I mean, they just always are so much fun. Even in the backstage area, they always have a big smile on their face. And I love introducing them. When they're a part of halftime, you know, like a lot of times they'll do, actually coming up, Christmas time, they might do a big Grizzlies live entertainment halftime performance where they have all of them, and the Grannies always kill it out there.
I love that. That is actually a good
Those
one.
are my favorites.
Man, good call on that. Now, Dustin, everybody knows you do the Hustle PA. You do the Grizzlies entertainment with everybody and their grandmother. You do Memphis wrestling. You do a whole lot now. Redbirds, all that good stuff. And we got to get back to one thing because I know this is about wrestling, and I've been terrible today because I've just been. I mean, I'm ready for Christmas if you can't tell, man.
Hey, John, before you go back to Dustin, was his name or is his name Christian Stornev?
Yes,
and
it
Scooby?
is. Christian and Scooby, you're
I
right.
made her researching, baby.
Good job,
Big shout out to Christian. Yeah, he's a nice guy too. I was feeling so bad that I forgot his name.
I didn't want you to leave the show feeling bad. That's not what we do here.
I appreciate that.
Now, you said that we can watch the 200th episode this weekend?
Yes. So on YouTube, you can watch it on Friday. So if you're a member only on YouTube, then you can watch it before anybody else. And then on Friday night at 11 p.m. on Action News 5 Plus, you can watch before anybody else. And then all the other stations, WBBJ, Fight TV, and all that stuff, YouTube Premiere, you can watch it on Saturday. And the cool thing is you've got a WWE contracted guy, Aaron Roberts. He's the 420-pound champion. He defends against the number one contender, The Gun Show. And The Gun Show is always headlining these milestones like episode 100 and 150. I mean, he's been our guy, so this is a big match for him. But another thing that's on the card is there is a retirement ceremony for Derek King. I know you've met DK over the course of however long we've known each other, but Derek King is hanging up the boots, and nobody believes it. They all think, oh, no, this is some sort of
gimmick
story or whatever. But no, he's really retiring.
You know how hard that would be to
He's done.
like when you were wrestling again, and like a lot of people, like, and you tell somebody like, "Hey, man, I'm serious. I'm retired." They're like, "Oh, man, shut up, man. Seriously." No, like,
Yeah.
man, brother, I'm being serious. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, whatever, buddy. Like that'd be hard. Nobody ever believes you.
Well, I mean, I think the thing with Derek is he doesn't want to get away from the business. He doesn't want to just totally get out of wrestling. He's just done wrestling.
He
Kinda
just
like
doesn't
me.
want to be
Like, I'm-
sore the next day.
Right, like I'm promoting shows, I'm doing broadcasting and booking and writing and all that kind of stuff. But I've lived the wrestling business every second of every day now that I'm a business owner, and so I don't know that he wants to do that, but he wants to be a part of the business, training, have a role on television doing something, but just actually not wrestling. But He will. It does look like he'll have one final match, and I can't give away any spoilers or anything like that. But Derek King is retiring. That is for real, and he will have one last match before he does it.
Man,
The retirement ceremony this weekend is really cool because it has some really famous friends that Derek has met along the way, and they sent in these best wishes, and we have a whole ceremony where we give them a plaque and all that kind of stuff. So it's a big thing coming up this weekend on the show.
Dustin, man, you got all kinds of things going on. Get in there and eat some Waffle House. I know you're hungry. Tell everybody I said what's up, and I'll see
Are we
you
talking next week?
What is next week?
Next week's Christmas, brother. That's Christmas Eve. Are you working Christmas Eve day?
I should know.
No, what's today? Wednesday,
Have I done
right?
the schedule yet?
No, next Wednesday's Christmas.
Man.
Is it Christmas?
Yeah,
Well-
Tuesday's Christmas Eve.
If I don't talk to, okay, so that means that Monday would be the maybe my schedule's all wrong. But if I don't talk to
hold
you guys
up, bro.
before
Check
then,
it out. Check it out. Check this out. I'm good at this. Next Wednesday, hold on. That was January 1st. I did terrible. I did terrible. Oh, here it is. No show next Wednesday.
All right.
Dustin, John can tell you what time it is in Japan. That's what he means by he's good at this.
Well, you guys all have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday season, you and the family and all that kind of stuff. And I'll talk to you guys.
Well, we won't actually talk. We won't talk until like the new year, man. Getting ready for
my
your
gosh.
January 5th little situation.
Okay.
Unless you want to come on December 31st on New Year's Eve. I'd hate to bother you on a New Year's Eve now.
Hey, brother, if you're doing the show, I'll be on here with you.
All right, man. We'll do it, man. Hey, do me a favor. Be blessed and seriously have a very Merry Christmas, homie.
You guys too, and I'll see y'all at the forum tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. That's my buddy Dustin Starr. I'm late for a break. We're going to take a quick time out back into Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Fall is football at the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland, Town Square. Monday through Friday, it's happy hour from 3 to 6. $1 off all draft beers, $5 off will drinks, $4.50 for house wine, and pretzels, mozzarella sticks, queso, $4 a day. Friday night lights from 7 to 11. Dine in and watch Will Wednesday, 5 and free. I'll watch college football at every pro game. All at the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland. Highway 70, fall is football.
Price does not include licensing costs, registration fees, taxes, and dealer doc fee of $899.50, which are to be paid by the consumer. Example, stock number RG25762, MSRP 52,000, Sierra bonus 1,000, dealer discount 6,500, purchase allowance 2,750, bonus cash 750, sale price 41,000, expires 1/2/25.
Because it's Christmas, Family Leisure needs your help. Family Leisure has inventory they have to move because you know it's Christmas. So don't wait. You can complete your ultimate game room with a new pool table, a new shuffleboard, new arcade games, or just get all of them for Christmas. Tons and tons of theater seating, overstock, one place to move. 'Tis the season for fire pits. And all fire pits at Family Leisure are now 20 to 30% off. You say you didn't get a spa this year? Let's say no more. Spas are in stock, ready for Christmas delivery, and up to $1,500 off. These are just a few of the deals happening right now for Christmas. Just come on by and check out their gigantic showroom. You never know what kind of deal you're going to find. Family Leisure. With Road and I-40, where family and fun come together for Christmas.
Family Leisure, 2120 Whitman Road in Memphis, right off I-40.
Want to make this the most unforgettable Christmas
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I'm fired up for the college football playoff. I'm getting excited. I know it's hump day. But damn, man, we've been waiting on this all year. You know what I mean? It's all we've been talking about.
It's going to be long, too. What, three-week stretch?
Man, it's a nice little
Because
stretch.
you got to win, what,
baby.
4 games?
Man, if you play in the first round.
First round, 4 games if you have that bye 3, correct?
Correct.
Of the month of football.
You'd have to win your first game, then your second game in the semis, and then your final in the finals. Because you got to think about it. It's 4 weeks of football. 4 games the first week, 4 games the second week, 2 games the third week, and then the championship game on the 4th week, baby. Who do you think's got the best shot? I mean, I hate to say this. It's very simple to say Oregon. They have Dylan Gabriel, Heisman finalist, only Heisman finalist quarterback that's in the college football playoff.
I like Penn State's route, though.
Undefeated Oregon, by the way. The thing is, man, Ohio State or Tennessee. Ohio State, very, very talented. Tennessee, defense, filthy nasty. Nico Iamaleava, one thing about him, he's one of the, like, this is one of those kids that you kind of see him coming. I mean, you know he's got the talent. But, man, when he starts using his legs and gets comfortable, man, he gets hot. Like cooking. And then Dylan Sampson can run that jump like nobody's business.
With the Tennessee quarterback, what would be John's "I told you so" moment? Him getting to the championship?
Man, dude.
Just getting
does him Ohio State on the road.
That's the I told you he's coming moment.
Like he's coming, man. I mean, your second game.
You've been on him all year.
Your second game would be the number 1 team in the country right now, Oregon. Oregon's got a hell of a tough matchup because Texas has got the easiest, actually. I know everybody's saying that it's, Penn State. I disagree. I think Texas, who opens up against Clemson, I think Cade Klubnik and Dabo are going to be like tails tucked between their legs before that game's over.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do.
Man just threw 4 touchdowns.
Who, Cade Klubnik?
Didn't he just throw 4 touchdowns against SMU?
Again, against SMU. They played South Carolina and Georgia and got you know what the forefathers are, right?
I know what you got.
1, 2, 3, 4, and smack the damn face, bro. Open hand pimp slap.
But you've gotten me off of Ewers. I used to be a big Ewers guy.
Hey, I'm
you
not
got
a
me
Ewers
off of
yeah,
him.
because he's fragile.
That's
Again,
why.
He's going to play Clemson. That defensive front. This ain't Clemson back when Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson and them boys were walking through that door. They don't have Cade Klubnik, ain't neither one of them, and the defenses aren't the same. I think Texas rolls, and then they play Arizona State. No disrespect, man. I love Kenny Dillingham, 34-year-old kid, 34-year-old man. Sorry. 34. That makes me sound damn old. 34-year-old man, young in coaching years. He's a baby in coaching. Not too many people that young head coaching, and he's at Arizona State. They got here. It's a deadgum miracle. Big 12, soft as you know how it is. It just ain't all that great.
Got Scatterboo out there looking like Toby Gerhardt.
Scatterboo has been running and gets all the love, but man, Sam Leavitt. Let's not pretend Sam Leavitt hadn't been awesome. I mean, his last 6 games, dude, he's not somebody to overlook. The thing is Arizona State just doesn't have the depth or the talent. That offensive line will smush that little bitty defensive front of Arizona State. Smush them. And Scatterboo, do you think he's going to go run roughshod all over Texas? I don't think so. Do not think so. So, man, they're in the semifinals. Like, Texas is definitely getting there. And then I also got to Georgia, they got a pretty easy road. But Penn State, man, they beat SMU. They got that. Boise State, bing, bang, boom. But then they run into Georgia. Back in 2 shakes. I got to start ranking quarterbacks and coaches in the college football playoff. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. Did you know there are so many roofing companies in Memphis that I don't even know them all? So that begs the question, which one should you choose? So I thought I'd give you a little background about me. My grandfather was a World War II Marine. My father worked for the University of Memphis for nearly 30 years. My mother, a pianist at Raleigh Baptist Church. Seems like forever. I went to Brownsville Road, Craigmont, and Bartlett High School, class of 81. We support the local school systems, youth athletics, and believe in what St. Jude and Le Bonheur stand for. I'm a Tiger and Grizz fan. The point? Memphis is my home. Five-Ash Roofing will be around if you ever have a problem with the service we provide. Five-Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical, with deep local ties in our community. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
The holidays are near, and Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Generators is here to make this season extra cozy and cheerful. For the first 50 customers who purchase a new Carrier system, tankless water heater, or a whole home generator, we have a special gift for you. Choose from a $500 gift card or 60 months no interest financing. And don't forget about Choate's Refer a Friend referral program, where you could earn up to $500. Simply refer a friend to use our services, and if they become a customer, you could earn up to a $500 Visa gift card. But hurry, this festive offer will only last through December 20th. Visit ChoatesHVAC.com or call 347-8086 to schedule your free estimate today. And turn to the experts with Choates and let our family serve your family this holiday season.
Join us celebrating 26 years of Napa Cafe. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I'm inviting you over for dinner. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner of scrumptious combinations, fresh salads, homemade soups, or maybe start with an appetizer, like our baked Dungeness crab dip with manchego cheese, lemon, garlic, and French baguette toast. Drift into one of our fresh seafood dishes, like the caramelized sea scallops with curry beurre blanc, black forbidden rice, and Thai mango salad. Or our ancho honey glazed salmon with creamy black bean puree, avocado pico de gallo, and jalapeno crema. Maybe you're looking for something cozy and comforting, like our Duroc pork chop with apple brandy demi-glaze and blue cheese bacon mashed potatoes. We have something for everyone. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. I'd sure love to see you.
56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
I was one of those things, when things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
John Harden is one of the best sports talk personalities there is. Just amazing. He might smoke a little too much herb, but that's okay. I respect him. I've been known to hit some blow myself, but hey, we're not talking about me. Johnny Radio is simply amazing. No others like him. Just amazing, mate.
Just amazing. It is a hump day here on Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Welcome to the program. A little bit fired up, people, if you can't tell.
Sounds like he gave you a mate in there, too. It's like Johnny Mate.
Hey, whatever he says, man, you just gotta roll with it. I mean, look what's going on now. My man Herschel Walker got a Heisman. My man Travis Hunter got a Heisman.
Yeah, how about that, baby?
Hey, what I'm just saying is, man, Travis Hunter in 30 years is going to be ambassador to what?
He'll be like Charles Woodson. Exactly what Charles Woodson is.
I think it's going to be interesting. One other little sidebar, man. I haven't, you just got me on a sidebar. I was listening to Michael Irving talk about this, and he said something I thought was a little bit crazy. And I don't know how this would work, but he says that if you draft Travis Hunter, you play him both ways, and you pay him for playing both ways.
That's new age thinking. You'd have to get one of those young, hip owners to do that.
Man, tell me which young, new, hip owner they got out there.
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady's got just a portion of the Raiders. Remember, they got the dude from Dumb and Dumber who actually runs that joint. Al Davis, his love child, who looks, again, like straight up.
I don't know which young hip owner. Young is what, 65?
Arthur Blank is definitely bleeping old. Woody Johnson. I mean, dude, Sal Khan. Law.
Ziggy Wolf.
Now, the hot one is the granddaughter for the Kansas City Chiefs.
A hunt daughter.
She is probably they own the damn Chiefs.
Yeah, she's the Hunt. She got to be a part of the Hunt family, right?
And she is just the best looking. You're like, damn, she got looks.
She 35 or something?
Charm, money. Man, what the hell can you get that girl for Christmas?
Sounds like what Chelsea Clinton used to be.
Who? Chelsea Clinton had I'm about to throw up, man. I'm going to get you. You had bad eyes as a kid. Chelsea Clinton, about an ugly.
She was in the White House when I was growing up, man.
Yeah, dude, but put a bag on her head when you take that kid anywhere. Lord.
She's old now, Joe. She's 30-something.
Telling you right now, Chelsea Clinton wouldn't even she wouldn't even register on my radar. My one goes from 1 to 10. She wouldn't even register. Lord.
You're a hard old Chelsea.
But I do have to say Bill was a pimp, bro. Think about it, man. Dude's in the White House doing some president-ish. And he's like, yo, man.
He's like, yo.
I walks out probably out of the Oval Office, looks around like 6 interns.
Hey, you.
He's like, you. Your eyes are fixated on me. Come here, I got to have a talk with you. And then, the rest is history. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh, man.
Dude, everybody, how come Monica has not been in a Tide commercial? Or OxyClean. Yo, when you need to get a little semen out your dress, OxyClean it. I think that'd be a great commercial.
Oh, man. Then other criminals would use it, Joe, if you can do that. I don't think the detergent would work.
If you want to leave no DNA so the president gets caught and impeached, make sure you use this new bleach. But then your dress is screwed because doesn't bleach color things or
it'll probably eat through it. Fabric of a dress.
Damn, man, I'm sorry. I get off topic, y'all. Welcome back to the sports show. I'm your buddy Johnny.
That's why they love you, John. That's why they love you. You're a man of the people and a man of the world.
Well, I'm also a man of a lot of fired up, man. Can't wait for this. And I'm going to talk a little college football playoff. I'm gonna, I probably won't be able to, since I do sidebars constantly, get through all the units. But I got the quarterbacks, the coaches, the defenses, yada, 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 ranked.
The Johnnies. Can we call these the Johnnies?
Are not, by the way, when I do my quarterback rating, and I know it's gonna have people losing their mind because everybody's got different opinions and they all stink. And if you realistically look at the college football playoff, the quarterbacks, there is only one Heisman quarterback that's in this bad boy, and that would be Dylan Gabriel. You look at the other quarterbacks. I want you to realistically start kind of calming yourself down and start thinking. I'm not going to say them in the order. I'm going to just kind of mix them up and do it off the top of my head because then that way I won't tell you my order. But you, of course, have Nico Iamaleava in Tennessee. You got Will Howard at Ohio State. You got Dylan Gabriel out there at Oregon. You got Sam Levitt at Arizona State. You got Curtis Rourke at Indiana. It looks like Gunnar Stockton's going to be the quarterback for Georgia. You got Kevin Jennings, the baller shot caller at SMU. Riley Leonard, the kid who can't throw but runs like a madman. Drew Allar, who has every single tool to be an absolutely fabulous quarterback, but has also that propensity to throw a terrible pick at a terrible time. They lean on that defense in the run game over there, and Quinn Ewers, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, if you realistically name off those quarterbacks, and again, these are good quarterbacks, like bar none, there's nobody who's spinning the ball as well as Dylan Gabriel. Like, he is the absolute number one. But after that, I feel like it really is open to debate and what you're looking for in a quarterback. So, to start the rankings, Dylan Gabriel fits Oregon's offense like a damn glove. And this is going to sound crazy, but as good as they were under Bo Nix, no, I guess it doesn't sound crazy. Because, man, Dylan Gabriel and Oregon Ducks this year are undefeated in the number 1 overall seed. But, realistically, as great as Bo Nix was at Oregon, Dylan Gabriel's been better. He gets the ball out of his hands faster than Cooter Brown. He's accurate. He's just got that experience. He's been playing forever, Central Florida, Oklahoma. Now he's in Oregon. Dude, he's calm, he's cool, he's collected, he never gets too high. He is exactly what you want going into the playoffs. If you have him at quarterback, you feel like you got to like your chances.
Was he a part of that Central Florida team that claimed the championship? Or was that too long ago?
Dude, that was way too long
ago. That was way too long
ago. Wasn't it McKenzie, the kid who blew his knee out?
Okay.
And then somebody, man, the Tigers were, I think Gabe Kuhn was still playing football back then. That's right now, I don't know if you know this, I can remember everything up to about 25 like it was yesterday. And then from 25 to yesterday, everything else is fuzzy. Isn't that weird? You're like, oh, yeah, I remember we did this. I remember we did that. What'd you do yesterday? But I got to say, I think it's fairly simple to say that number 1 is Dylan Gabriel. Now, my question is just for you. Think about the 12 quarterbacks. I just wanted to ask you, who did just comes to your mind that would be the second best quarterback in the college football playoff? Who do you trust the most? Who do you trust? You want to let me know? Hit me up at Sissy Log Cabin text and listener line. Give me your 12. 901-360-8255, 901-360-8255. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. But who would you say number 2 is, Darian?
Cam Ward.
In the college football playoff, I ain't ranking quarterbacks like the whole damn lot of them. You crazy, my man. I'm talking about, you got Curtis Rourke, you got Drew, you got Nico, you got Stockton, you got blah, blah. I just named a bunch.
I'm going to buy Nico. You've been selling me.
Oh, my God. No, you're not.
I'm going to buy Nico. I'm with you. You've sold me on the Tennessee defense and Nico.
You just stole my thunder because I didn't think there's any way in hell you were going to take Nico Iamaleava. But I'm taking him as the scariest. Outside of Dylan Gabriel, if we want fear factor, Dylan Gabriel is scary as hell because he carves you up, has the quickest release, and you know how potent Oregon's offense is. Tennessee, what scares the hell out of you is that defense and that run game. But let me just tell you something. Nico's got the talent, scary talent. And he had a really good start of the season, had kind of a little lull there in the middle. But in the last 5 games, you go look at it, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's right, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. And, man, when you can see it, because it's weird with Nico, he can look to start a game before he either gets hit or completes a couple easy passes. He can almost look like he is overthinking in that pocket, and he'll remind you a little of a Joe Milton.
John, you are so on this something.
For just a second, he'll remind you possibly of a Joe Milton. Then all of a sudden, he makes a run, he gets the hot hand, and you can literally feel it through the TV screen, or you can feel it in the stadium. once he gets calm and collected, everything slows down for him. I don't think anybody sees the field as well as he does outside, of course, Dylan Gabriel.
Especially
he
now
throws
with
a
his 12.
catchable ball. He had a little bit of stroke, a little bit of issue overthrowing, on the deep ball. He would overthrow him, not give his wide receiver a chance. Since then, he's been on the money.
And that's Coach Heupel's been keeping all the plays in front of him.
And you got to remember his legs are filthy. Filthy. I have to say, Nico Iamaleava is the second best. Or here's the way I put it. Fear factor. This is called the fear factor for me.
I'm with you.
You're scared of Tennessee's quarterback because if my young man, if you see him start to feel it in the game slow down, you're in for a long damn day. You got Brew, you got Squirrel, you got Sampson, who's going to be running that rock. I'm just saying, number 2. Now, number 3. Scary.
I'm with you. I got him in
I'm
front of
talking
me
about
now.
scary. And this one was hard for me. You're going to know my number 4, too, because it was either Kevin Jennings or Curtis Rourke.
Ooh.
Curtis Rourke, by the way, you have to remember, this is a kid who started at Ohio in the MAC for a long time. His brother's in the NFL. He's just got the quarterback DNA. His numbers are not crazy because Curt Cignetti's system. But he's the most efficient quarterback not named Dylan Gabriel. My man's completing 70.4% of his passes, 27 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. He does not necessarily wow you with his legs, but he wows you with how accurate he is. And he's been completing, 75% of his passes over the last 5 weeks. That's pretty good. And he's been spreading the ball around. You got Cooper. You got Elijah. You got all these boys out there doing their thing. I like Rourke. He's scary. But he's number 4. He's number 4. And that's because Kevin Jennings, ever since he took over, let's just kind of put it in perspective. Kevin Jennings, in the ACC championship game, which Clemson came out and just punched SMU's defense. Now, I don't think SMU has a chance. I'm talking about pure quarterbacks. Kevin Jennings had 339 yards and 4 touchdowns and almost led an incredible comeback against Clemson. If you just talk about, I don't think this team has a chance to win. But if you want to talk about a kid that can scare the bleep out of you, he ran off Preston Stone. When they gave this kid the keys to the Cadillac, he drove it all the way to the college football playoff, to the ACC championship game. I mean, it's damn impressive. Kept Alabama, all them people in Tuscaloosa freaking out and going crazy. I know there's a lot of people who can't stand, Ramma Jamma Yella Hamma, give them hell Alabama, and seeing Tennesseans probably freaking the people out in Titletown. But also, have you heard lately, a lot of people be entering the transfer portal down in Tuscaloosa. But my point is Kevin Jennings is absolutely scary, nasty. Curtis Rourke, number 4, exactly why I told you. And then here's where it gets a little bit
easy. This one should be easy.
You think it's easy?
This one should be Will Howard. Easy.
I think Will Howard, I think, is Butte.
Butte.
Dude, Will Howard, man, they would have been so much better.
This after you challenged me to get this list in front of me, dude, every last one of them are kind of Butte.
Let me just tell you something. Will Howard had 2 interceptions against Michigan. He only had 185 yards passing. Will Howard has 3 NFL wide receivers on his damn roster, 2 NFL running backs. But Will Howard is still the problem with Ohio State. Well, Ryan Day start, but
or whoever's next is another quarterback you don't like. Because as I look at this list,
I don't necessarily. I'm not in love with him. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know that.
Because again, you go to the top 4, and then all of a sudden you
that's
start
where
looking,
your drop off is after 4.
And it's
scary hours.
Scary.
Yeah, scary hours. But you don't like any of these quarterbacks.
But here's the situation. Again, this is scary, and it also has to do with, I can't believe I'm doing this at number 5 because I can't stand quarterbacks that can't throw. I just can't stand them. And Riley Leonard, I don't know if you know this, very average thrower of the football. He is not a pure drop back passer. You know what I'm saying?
He's at 5. You got him at 5.
I got him at 5 for one reason. Because nobody in this entire field can run the ball like Riley Leonard does. I mean, he rushed for 721 yards and 14 touchdowns. And I don't know if you know this, Notre Dame can run the damn ball.
That qualifies for scary. You're right.
And what I mean is like the scary is because you have everything perfectly. 3rd down and 5. You're playing perfect coverage. Linebackers are dropped back, and then all of a sudden, Riley Leonard, whoop, whoop, 1st down. Next thing you know, he's running down the sideline for a damn touchdown. Like, it is not his arm that I fear. It is what he can do efficiently with his legs. And he does make plays when he gets out on the edges. He does push the ball. All of a sudden, he runs outside. Linebackers are flying up. He dinks that over to the tight end. My man's running 15 yards down the field for another easy completion. Like, because of his legs, they can put in a very simple passing game, very easy reads, and they still work because, again, the defense has to play against they have to defend all 11 players. He's not just standing in the pocket, spinning the jump down the sideline. So, I mean, and as much as this is the kind of quarterback that I don't want, that I do not want. Golly, it's getting a little bit dirty up in here, isn't it? Now you're looking around at the other quarterbacks and you're thinking, how are these teams going to win a national championship? Joe Burrow ain't walking out that door.
No, he's not.
Hell, Jamarcus Russell and Tussin ain't walking through that door.
Hey, and by your Johnny rankings, the Notre Dame-Indiana game should be great, right? You got these top quarterbacks.
I think Notre Dame-Indiana is going to be
fantastic.
Notre Dame, I mean, you got to realize everybody keeps talking about Indiana, Kurt Signetti, and they keep talking about points. Now, you haven't looked at them because they played
Coach of the year.
They played crummy teams in the Big Ten, and they got some great statistics. But what they are is they can stop the run. At Ohio State, they were right there in that game until 2 miscues in the kicking game. You had the punter dropped the ball, and then you had a muffed punt that turned up to be a touchdown for Ohio State. Like, you were right there. The defense for Indiana can stop the run. It's going to be interesting. Notre Dame's defense has been playing well, but they hadn't really played anybody. And I think Signetti, if he can keep his boys on script, because this isn't a team that needs to just drop back and throw the ball vertically down the field every time. They can run the football, play action. Curtis Rourke's very accurate. They'll be efficient at moving the ball down the field. I think this is going to be a very tight game. Tight. And I already got to use Curtis Rourke, so who do I use, man? I can't believe I'm saying this, man. Do I have to go with Drew?
Oh.
Hell no. If Will Howard could run the ball as good as Riley Leonard, and if Will Howard could throw the ball without throwing a pick six in a big game or throwing an interception at a stupid time, he just doesn't make good decisions.
So you got Penn State QB next.
Damn right I do. And that just makes me want to vomit because I don't trust him in the big moment. But when the running game's working, don't forget his big tight end.
His tight end.
Man, Warren don't play no games.
At 300 yards out there at USC.
So I kind of like, I have to say that Drew goes there. And then we're basically now down to...
I can't wait for your last two.
The quarterbacks that we really don't fear.
I can't wait for this.
Number 7, we don't fear him, but he does have weapons. And if he has a clean pocket, which he should have a clean pocket against Clemson, and he should have a clean pocket against Arizona State, you got to go with Quinn Ewers.
The former number 1 recruit.
Quinn Ewers, who started his career off at Ohio State.
Took that NIL money and got
then
out of there.
Came on back.
Got up out of there, man.
So, Quinn Ewers, and the reason I have Quinn there again is pretty simple. If he has a clean pocket, he is an accurate thrower of the damn football. And Texas and Steve Sarkisian draw it up very well for him, and they put him in positions to be successful. He just has to run the offense, and the offensive line blocks. And if that happens, my man is accurate as hell. Next scary quarterback.
Next to least, because you're at the bottom.
Next to least scariest quarterback. Cade Klubnik, right? You thinking to yourself, Cade, well, they can't beat any SEC teams. I know. But he can go off for 300 yards passing, and he can use his damn legs. Like Klubnik, he's not the same quarterback if you hadn't seen him since they played Georgia. He got into using his legs. He got into taking care of the football a lot more. And he did take care of SMU. I mean, it's a double-edged sword with Cade. You know, because he's efficient on offense through the passing game. But when things get ugly in the pocket, man, he is just known to take the hell off. So he is number, 8. And now it's like, man, now we're sitting there thinking to ourselves, well, damn, John. And I got to say, I can't believe it, but number 9 is going to be Will Howard. I almost wanted to put him last. But that would be me BSing.
Yeah, looking at this list, yeah.
I mean, what's scary is he has the 3 best wide receivers in the playoffs.
And all he has to do is put it up there.
Well, he can't because he can't throw the damn football. He can't read defense. His paralysis by analysis. He can take off and run, but half the time he'll shuffle, shake, and then he'll run right into a defender in the back and take a sack. And that's why a lot of other teams, man, I can't believe they got rid of Kyle McCord with those wide receivers that they had. And you saw what he did at Syracuse. He played in the system last year with you last year. You wasn't good enough, and you go out and get Will Howard. I mean, against Michigan, 2 interceptions and 185 yards. You can't blame Chip Kelly and Ryan Day for a lot of it because they kept wanting to out-physical Michigan, giving the only opportunity or even freaking chance they had at winning that game.
All right, you got 3 more?
Oh, man. Number 10. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I got to say it's Sam Levitt at Arizona State.
It has to be. Come on. It has to be.
I mean, but I just feel like they don't even have a chance in hell. You know, again, they're a cute story. Scatterboo ain't running for Jack. Levitt would have to play a perfect, flawless football game for them to even be in this bad boy. So it ain't like he's, like, scary.
And you don't want to say they don't deserve it, but Arizona is the team that kind of feels like they did not deserve a bye. Like, they should be playing this week. Just feel like
they should not get a bye.
They should not.
They definitely should not have gotten a bye, but they have these stupid rules, and they should just do, you know. But that's what they do. And then for me, number 11 is pretty simple. It's Maddox Madsen.
Who? Not Mark Madsen, right?
No, it's Maddox. He's
Boise State.
He's averaging 9 yards, which is 4th among the playoff quarterbacks at pushing the ball vertically down the field. He does have Ashton Genty, who's scary as hell back there. He's
serviceable.
He's serviceable, man. You know, cute little quarterback.
I'm really anxious to hear what you got to say about my last
Georgia
guy. I want to hear what you got to say about him.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, he's got. You're lucky, Georgia.
And it's not Carson Big, people.
Gunnar Stockton is 12. I mean, he had a terrible interception in the SEC championship game, and they still won that bad boy. They are a good football team. And you do have to admit, in college, unlike the pro, sometimes a quarterback goes out, the entire team rallies around the quarterback. And everybody just seems to pick up their play. Kind of saw it in the SEC championship game. But I mean, he threw for 77 yards. And Georgia's not the best running football team in the world. He's got to be by far last. Again, he's only made a few, like, he was only in a game in a mop-up appearance. This isn't a guy who was going to be the next dude at Georgia. I think this dude's enjoying life as the backup, baby.
Oh, he's at all the parties.
Man, all the parties.
All the parties.
Yeah, I'm the backup quarterback for Georgia.
Yeah,
baby. Yeah, I'm the good-looking one. What up? I know I'm only good-looking because Carson Beck's the ugliest quarterback I ever played football.
Ever. He's like Skeletor.
He looks like he's a dead man. Somebody embalm him so his face don't look so sunken in.
Gunnar Stockton's regular season numbers: 25 for 32, 78%, 206 yards, and 1 interception, no touchdowns. That's it for the year.
I didn't even look at the numbers because I just
just 32 attempts, so 78%.
He does have a dope name, Gunner. Come on, Gunner. Hey, Gunner. Get out there and get her done. Use that gun of yours, man.
The album coming out, Gunnar Stockton and Colby Rogers.
Dude, country singers, Gunnar Stockton and Colby Rogers. Dude, that sounds just like a country music band, doesn't it? By the way, we got Memphis tonight. Memphis, Maine. Most beautiful land in the whole universe. They're playing Virginia. Last night, Memphis beat West Virginia. Now it's time to slap Virginia. We'll give you our bets. But on the other side, we're going to take a little time out. Come back with a little something funny. Got a little Hardenwood because it feels so good. But do have to remind you, Christmas around the corner. In fact, Christmas is what is today's date?
7 days away.
So we a week out.
1 week. 7 days of Christmas.
Jazz,
My
you
true
better
love gave
get
to
all
me.
that stuff done, woman. You got 7 days.
You gave her your list? Did she
Man,
check it twice?
I'm not getting. I don't want nothing for Christmas. I got everything I need.
Oh, how sweet.
Just get all the kids, the grandkids, everybody else. Get yourself something. Get your family stuff, and get it all wrapped up and ready to roll on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. All I want is Tito's. Tito's, so delicious. Best spirit in the world. Nothing says Christmas like a bottle of Tito's to me, baby. If life ever hands you lemons, you don't freak out, you don't fret, you don't stress. Because sometimes people get stressed over the holidays. Can you imagine being Chaz right now? Got a shop for all these people, go through all these lists. Try not to get me crazy when I look at the credit card.
She should be happy, though. She should know those boots from Frontier are coming.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. She got them boots. But I will tell you, though, I know when I go home, you can tell it's the holiday season because usually I'm the first person to pick up the Tito's. Nope, I walk in, my girl got her little Tito's out, got her Christmas music on, playing Cindy Lou Who, because Tito's is the best spirit, period. We're going to take time out. Wood on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Of Memphis for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack. Choose from house pastrami, corned beef, smoked turkey, roast beef, roast pork, beef brisket, and pulled shoulders, all made in-house. Elwood's fresh baked bread is delivered daily only in our bakery in Cordova, and all Elwood's cakes and sweet treats come from Frost Bakery. Open daily for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack on summer in the Lowe's parking lot and the newest Elwood's at 4040 Parkland Plus. You are there. Get the best of Memphis anywhere else at Elwood Shack.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director of Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Things you can do for your employees or family's health. Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery instead of dependable service and no long-term contracts. An easy choice. Call Jeff Metis today, 901-382-2363 or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now 382-2363. That's 382-2363. Make this the most affordable Christmas. Genesis Diamonds is here to help with your most dazzling selection. Zero interest. And she's going to absolutely love that diamond tennis bracelet or stunning designer necklace this year. You'll see that look in her eyes. Genesis showcases our fully styled designs such as fashion jewelry from world-class designers. Unique handcrafted items you can't find anywhere else. And this year, Genesis is featuring their largest ever selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. And guys, relax. Genesis non-commissioned experts will guide you with respect to your price range. And whatever you choose, you can divide the price by 60 and get your super low bid. This year, a gift that sends the message of love like nothing else. A beautiful piece of jewelry from Genesis. And your best hours, directions, finance details, and Genesis It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders in this year's AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Plus,
consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree.
Damn, girl.
I mean, hearing Johnny Radio talk about Christmas, you got to be in
If I
this
woke
mood.
up and I heard that downstairs, brother, I'm running saying, thank you, Santa, baby. Come on, St. Nick. Or if I got, like, could I borrow your sleigh and head on into that,
So if you hear
chicken
Santa
coop?
baby, you're running.
I'm running down there, man. Running down the stairs.
Be Mrs. Claus waiting on you.
Man. By the way, I wonder if Santa, like, it's like, you know how time flies when you're having fun, and like time flies when you're working and stuff, but every day for some reason around 420, everything just kind of slows down.
Days are long, years are short.
But every day at 420, it slows down a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. You read between the lines? 420.
Read between the lines.
But what I'm saying is, if he eats my cookies, you think he messes up?
Sometimes.
Man, if he eats one of them 50 milligram ganja cookies, man, I think Santa, as bad as he is, and I know he's got magic, I think my man will be off. Think about if, like, did the elves go with him? Like, if one of them little elves, you know how small an elf is? He can only eat he can only eat like a little crumb. Christmas a week away. Hopefully, you've got your shopping done. If you don't, I'm going to save your life, man. Life, man. Frontier Western Store, one-stop shop, man. Pull in, pull out, done. Bing, bada, boom, bang. Your children. What to get them for Christmas? Well, every kid out there in this world does nothing but take pictures and post them online. So they want to be styling and profiling because Lord knows I've already taken a picture in that dress. Man, get them kids covered. Ladies Boutique, man. You got to get that girl taken care of, you know what I'm saying? You don't want the Grinch, Christmas
Instead of Santa
night.
baby, you get the Grinch.
Instead of Santa baby, man. You don't want the Grinch. You better get that bad boy right, man. Them white boots, by the way, again, the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. Their boots are amazing. Ladies love boots. They have everything to dress you from head to toe at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, down in Olive Branch. And men, damn it, you just want jeans. I like literally jeans, man, or a coat. Like I needed a new coat. I lost my coat somehow. It's like, how do you take your coat somewhere and then leave the damn thing and not know where it's at? But I lost it at the perfect time because Christmas is here, and my mom or my girlfriend or my brother, anybody listening to me that's like loves me, Aunt Connie, what up? Hit me up, cuz.
Tito Beverage to send you one.
Tito, I need a coat. I lost my coat. Need a coat. It's going to be cold. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, down in Olive Branch. Plus, you can just shop online at Frontier Western Store, but you had a better order now because they do ship their orders out within 24 hours. And any order of $75 or more is shipped absolutely free. Frontier Western Store, frontierwesternstore.com. Check them out. Get that Christmas shopping done. Let's go to Hardinwood.
This is Access Hardinwood.
Is it time to forgive? Can you forgive? It's the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? It's tis the season. But I'm not going to lie. And this is where I say that you can forgive, because I don't know if you know this. Like, I was probably a horrible person at one point in my life.
Ditto.
Horrible.
The worst.
I did not like dogs. Did you know that?
Oh.
I mean, when I was young, I feel like I had more narcissistic tendencies when my testosterone levels were like off the charts when I was a younger fella. Because I was thinking about one thing and one thing only. And it wasn't dogs. I did like animals, though. I liked beavers. They were like, that's why I'm a big Oregon State fan. And I was looking for my pet. But I didn't want a dog. I didn't like dogs. Never was into dogs. And then all of a sudden I grew, I got old. And a young lady said, And by the way, I already got 2 kids. I got 2 kids, 2 baby mamas. It's called double baby mama drama. Got 3 grandkids. And a young lady that I was dating said to me, I want a baby. And I said, baby, what? Now, I feel like she was asking me because she knew, because she'd been asking me to get a dog for like 2 months. And I'm like, man, I don't want a dog, man. It's responsibility. Like, they can't feed themselves. You got to do all this stuff, blah, 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 blah.
A little baby fever action.
Then when she said, do you want a baby? And I said, no. I am not having another child at this age. I am free. I'm free. Dude, I feel like what's that movie where Mel Gibson's freedom? Almost financial freedom too, man.
Were you in your 30s when you had your last baby?
Man, hell no, man. My last,
You were in your 20s still?
So yeah, let's see. Hold on. Savannah's 21.
Because I feel your pain.
I was 24 the last time I knocked a lady up. 25 when she was born.
I feel your pain. My wife made me have a baby at 32.
Man, once I hit 24, I knew 25, I'm done. I call that's the cutoff line for me. That way, when I actually have money and can actually do things in life, I can actually afford to do them instead of just sitting at home all the time taking kids to school. But I didn't like dogs, and when she said, I want a baby, and then I was like, oh, hell no. She said, okay, then I want a dog. And I said, okay, let's do it. So I got her a dog. Dog is cute. Guess what? Guess who fell in love with the dog?
You, John.
Guess who ended up getting another dog?
You, John.
Yep. Guess who's now got 3 dogs?
You, John.
Yup. And my boy Bentley is the straightest, baddest little baller on planet Earth. Love that. Love my dogs more than anything.
I was like you. I didn't like Step Brothers.
I just didn't like, actually I just didn't like, when I got kids, I did get my daughter a dog. Because she wanted a dog, and I'm like a good dad, but I'm like, man, you got to learn responsibility when you're a child. You better take care of this dog. I don't want to feed this dog when I come home.
Correct.
See, I was teaching no wonder she's amazing.
Responsible.
Responsibility,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
But the thing is can we forget Mike Vick? Because dog lovers.
They already have.
Man.
Not everyone, but the majority of the people. The man's paid his dues. Not only did he go to jail,
he
lost
jail.
money. He lost money.
Yeah, but he came back and got a lot of money. A lot of that money
But
back.
that's life. You can't hold that against him, though. That's life.
I'm just saying. It's the season. I'm asking all the dog lovers. Listen, I forgive him. I thought he was great on the little NFL coverage he was doing. I can't remember what network he was working for.
He was on Fox.
That's right. He was on Fox.
He was on Fox.
I like what he was
doing. And
doing.
he paid he didn't just pay his dues. He really was in the community teaching kids not to do this stuff. Like, he really took action.
Well, now the reason I'm bringing him up because now he's the head football coach at Norfolk State.
Yeah, that's his area, baby. Allen Iverson, the DMV area.
Where is that?
Washington, DMV area.
Like Washington,
Virginia.
like
DC. That's the
DC area.
Yeah. Norfolk State is in Virginia.
Man, one of the best is Chappelle when he talks about being in D.C. for the first time and the baby. Do you remember that?
No, you got to tell me.
He's like, man, first time I was ever in D.C., man. He's like, I do my little gig, ends about, 1:30. And all of a sudden, man, I hop in the car. My limo driver's supposed to take me to my hotel. And then all of a sudden, the phone rings. My limo driver answers like, what? Yeah, what's up? And he's like, you say what? What? All of a sudden, the windows rolled up and the car doors were locked. And my man took off. And we did not go to the limousine. We went to the hood. And he's like, I was scared. I was looking around. Crackhead running around. Another crackhead. And then all of a sudden, I look over on the corner of the street. I see this baby. This baby's sitting in a baby carriage. Corner of the street, 3 o'clock in the morning.
I forgot about it, yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going I'm going to crack my window an inch. So I cracked the window. I was like, hey, baby. Hey, baby. You need to go on home, baby. Man, I just now realized I can't finish the joke technically.
No, but it's good. You're good enough right there.
And then finally the baby yelled back, bleep you, bleepity bleep. I'm out here trying to make a living selling crack. I got kids to feed.
I love Chappelle at his
Man, damn, I love me some
That's
of that.
crazy you remember that.
I don't know. You know what? I can't remember a telephone
number
number
told me.
anymore.
Yeah.
Man, damn it. Are you kidding me? Hey, I got time for at least this one. Did you see the whole Aaron Rodgers, Pat McAfee, Ryan Clark dust up?
Ooh, no. I was traveling. They had a dust up?
I mean, like, I would say damn right it is. Like, yeah, definitely a dust up. So, you know, Aaron Rodgers, let's just be real. He's not afraid of the spotlight. He loves it. He's not afraid of getting knee deep in some very, very crazy topics, controversy. He loves to talk about vaccines. He likes to talk conspiracy theories, ayahuasca. Look at the laundry list of women he likes to let everybody know. In fact, he's letting everybody know about his parenting issues in a documentary. Like,
wow.
You're going to do a documentary about what he said is how everybody knows that me and my family are a little estranged. But, you know, I want people to understand, you know, I had to learn to reparent myself. What the hell are you talking about? Reparent myself. I had to learn to love myself. Shut up. Man, all these feelings, Aaron. It reminds me of a woman. Like, you come home from work, very simple. You walk in, I see you every damn day. I saw you this morning. Like, sometimes you just don't need to talk, right?
Correct.
But when you walk in the door and you just ain't in the mood to talk, she's like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, no, I'm good.
You ain't gonna say hello? Oh, I got you on that one.
What'd you do today? Worked. What you getting into tonight? I don't know. Well, you can ask me about my day? How was your day?
I don't want to talk no more.
No. Well, see, I was feeling, because you're always talking about your damn feelings. See, I started my period, so, you know, I was already, like, kind of emotional. And then, oh, my gosh, Betty at work, I swear she was side-eyeing me. And then I was feeling like this, and then I called it. Damn, dude.
Betty was side-eyeing.
How long are you going to tell me this damn story? You only been gone 4 hours.
So, obviously, she has a part-time job.
And why do I have to know about your feelings? Who, what, when, where, why?
And how?
I don't even know how, man. I can figure it out.
That's a part-time job, and she was gone only 4 hours, Judge. She shouldn't have that much to talk about.
No, man, women be... man, I can't believe that there is a male radio voice on air. Because women be talking. Women be shopping. Women be talking. Women be spending. But every single man at 10 o'clock is running around looking like he's smoky after some PCP and Friday, looking around like he's in a chicken coop. Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. I need a woman.
Looking for that talkative woman.
Yup.
Isn't that crazy?
See, we're so cursed.
Yeah.
Like How did I get on this topic? What was I talking about? Oh, Aaron Rodgers acting like a woman. So he's all, you know, he's telling his tell-all, and he goes on Pat McAfee every Tuesday. You know that. And then he goes in there, and I didn't even pay attention, but according to sources, or actually my ex investigation, about 8 days ago, what's today, Wednesday? So 8 days ago, he went on Pat McAfee, and he blasted the media, said that they basically... the media is so terrible that the hot take sports media debates have completely ruined the culture of sports. He said that their opinions are also unfounded or asinine. He said also sports media members now think that they're celebrities instead of just media people telling facts. Well, I hate to tell you there, Aaron.
John's a big celebrity.
Nah, I ain't even going to say me. Aaron, did Donald Trump tell you how amazing you are? Did he say, hey, you might do a little too much ayahuasca, but you're still a good quarterback? I've been known to hit a little bit of blow. No, he said that about me. Not you. But my question for Aaron is like, he goes out and blasts the media and says that they're ruined culture. But he's taking 7 figures to show up on Tuesday on, and guess what? ESPN. While it is the Pat McAfee show, ESPN pays him $200 million to air that junk.
Yep, and look
like,
at you numbers.
Aren't you giving your opinion?
And he gets $1 million from that.
$1 million. $1 million to go out there and talk crazy. But the thing is what he said the other day that I saw, I thought was absolutely crazy. You know, like he got in that whole ivermectin, vax, not vaxxed,
I was immunized,
yeah,
man.
Like his little thing. So like he goes on, like yesterday, and he's like, say whatever the bleep you want about me, I don't care. But just before you do it, whether you state your name, your accolades, pronouns, whatever it is, make sure you state your vaccination status so that anything you say afterwards gets put into the right light. Just get it out there. Then when you say things about me, people can at least be like, oh, you were captured by the multi-million-dollar propaganda Skyhawk. And you're still upset about it. That's your problem. Just so everybody knows where you're coming from. Everybody knows, okay, cool. You're twice vaccinated, 3 times boosted, and then state whatever the hell you want. I don't even understand where that one's coming from, kind of. Like, I guess, like, is that he's still holding a grudge from that?
Yep.
Move on,
And
Aaron.
putting people
no
in
wonder
boxes.
you had to reparent yourself, because the one time Daddy came home and didn't give you the love that Aaron needed, you got upset, and you never let it go. Damn, he's kind of a baby. He's soft. He's flaccid. But then Ryan, Pat McAfee fired back. Then Ryan Clark called him a fraud and said basically you're not even a good quarterback anymore. And the only thing that gives you validity is throwing a football. I was like, damn, Ryan, going deep up in that bad boy. Straight up attacking that boy. And then next thing you know, there was a couple fighting words like, hey, if we need to talk, I'll step up on you. I'm like, damn, this is what I'm talking about. Celebrity boxing, give me Ryan Clark, give me Aaron Rodgers. I'm all up in it. I'm going to guarantee you Ryan Clark beats the brakes off of him. I love a little trash. It's amazing I didn't watch more daytime soaps when I was a kid, like Dallas or Young and the Restless.
I was a
'cause
big
love
Young and the Restless.
a little trash, you know what I mean?
I was a Victor Newman baby.
Victor Newman.
Watching it with my grandma.
Man, dude, didn't he marry like the same woman like 4 times? Victoria or something?
Victoria's the daughter. It was
The
Vicky.
daughter?
Yeah, Victoria.
Vicky.
Yep. Shout out to my grandma. Today's her birthday. She's 90. We used to watch Young and the Restless together, man.
Young and the Restless. You know why we're there? Never mind. Anyway, we're going to take a quick time out. I did want to remind you, everybody needs protection. Doesn't matter if you're on the road. Doesn't matter if you're in the streets. It doesn't matter if you're in your crib. You need the best, and that's Bob Simpson over at State Farm. And let me just tell you something. He will back you up. He'll back up your business, your house, your family, everything. And State Farm, again, is the best. Bob Simpson's the best in the Mid-South in Shelby County, period. Give him a call today, 901-381-1233, or go online and get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor at State Farm, and that's Bob Simpson. We got like 30 seconds. I'm going to come back. I'm going to give you my bet of the day, and then we're going to say peace back into Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home in Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Ho, 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 Mid-South, you're not going to believe the deals happening at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown. It's the Sign and Drive sales event. 0 down payment, 0 security deposit, 0 first month lease payment, 0 due at signing. Marty McNade at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown's got 2024 Peak Edition Atlas, $5,000 off. 2024 Tiguan, 0% for 60 months. 2024 Taos S, 0 down, $337 a month. Plus, get brand new 2023 Taos, $25,999. You gotta get to Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, 7420 Winchester Road, or shop online at GossettVWG.com. Ask for Marty McNade at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, and remember, your future's what you make it.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finished with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
Simple, smooth, and every sip as easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does your favorite mixer. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand bottled, taste tested, sent out to a few friends, then taste tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff, just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof, crafted and savored responsibly.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not point the finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a hump day. I'm late for a break, so I'm going to be in, I'm going to be out, and I'm going to say peace. You know my boy Barry Odom. He left the head coaching job at UNLV. He's headed to Purdue. Well, let me just tell you something. UNLV had a hell of a season. Their only two losses came against, of course, Boise State. And they were tight, and they want to go prove that they belong. And I think them boys go out there and dominate Cal. Cal's defense is good. How many of those great secondary players are going to dress out and play a lot today? I'm not so sure how many of them are. And I just love UNLV. Let's roll. -3. That's my time, people. I hope y'all have a wonderful hump day. Don't forget, Christmas is just a week away. Get that shopping done. You can go to Frontier Western Store, dress your family from head to toe. You can do me a favor and go to Rick's Powder Coating. Bing, bang, boom. Get everything powder coated. Don't paint it. Have it powder coated. You can do a lot. But whatever you do, get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Hey, everybody. Nothing says holiday fun like driving home in a new All-Star